Hello friends and enemies, it's me V. I have PCOS, that is why I have a beard. How are we all doing today? I'm just getting out of Weight Watchers, as you can tell by my name tag still on. But let's talk. And you can't see me because I have the sun behind me. Okay, it is June 28th, 2025. I just got out of Weight Watchers and I weigh 225.8 pounds. So I went up. Oh shoot! I think it was one. I think I was two. I know I was 224, and I want to say it was 0.6. I gained 1.2 pounds. However, I weighed myself on Monday, and I was, I think, 224. I think I was. I know that I was not 225. I know that much. Anyway, let's talk. This meeting was actually good. I like this meeting because we talked about things. And how we will say no to ourselves. So I get in and we are talking about what to do when there are three things that you could do. And they talked about how when you have confidence into yourself, there is self-efficacy that you will do. And they said, practice makes progress. Seek the people out that, if they can do it, I can do it. And then finally, encouragement. Now, practice makes perfect. They talked about how when they're sports people or singers or actors, the majority of them will practice. And even when they become professional, they still will practice. Well, the good ones will still practice. And they'll practice to make sure that everything is good. And a lot of times we're like, oh, I don't really want to do it, blah, blah, blah. Like when it comes to me and going back to sewing, for whatever reason, my brain has been like, no, this is as good as it gets. I have so much fabric that I need to go through. I have patterns that I want to do. I have fabric that I want to cut using those patterns to make clothes. But I stop myself because I'm like, well, it's going to look like shit. How do I know that? How? I've just been beating myself down where it's like, you have time, go sew. And I'll just be like, nope, I'm not going to sew. Another thing that I've been doing, exercise I have been doing. I did my 2 swim classes. I just need one more day of exercise. So today will probably be that day. And then I'll be good. Because I said I wanted to exercise 3 days a week. And I know if I continue to exercise with my swim classes and an extra day, I will be fine. So that's how practice makes progress. Number 2 is if they can do it, I can do it. And there are people who are doing all these different things. Like I'm on TikTok. Oh, wait, why is that dragonfly? There's a dragonfly on my car. It keeps moving around. Oh, that's awesome. I might have to look up a meeting of dragonflies. Sorry. No. So there are people on TikTok that somehow I got on running TikTok. And I've always wanted to run. I've always wanted to sew. But I've always said to myself, you can't do it. And I'm realizing, wait a minute, who says I can't? There are plenty of people who are sewing. There are plenty of people who are doing a lot of things. Me telling myself like, oh, you can't do it because this, that, and the other. The only person I'm hurting is myself. I need to stop that. So right now, what I've been doing is I was on Sewing Talk. I think I got kicked off, and now I'm on Running Talk and Weight Loss Talk. I still want to stay on Weight Loss Talk. I also got on Film Talk and Acting Talk, which I love because I miss acting. And I think my main thing right now that I need to do is just continue following people who are doing things and just put stuff out there, no matter what. I so much want to do things, but at the same time, I'm like, that's not perfect. This looks like shit. Don't put it out. So I don't. There are some stuff that I've taken photos of. I've tried to edit, and I'm like, this looks like shit. Like, I can edit other people's things and make it look nice, but when it comes to my own, I am so judgmental that I just don't do it. Because I'm like, I know that I could do better. And then lastly, encouragement. For me, encouragement, I go on TikTok and YouTube to find people so I can watch their videos, and their videos help me when I'm either walking outside, because a lot of times I'm walking outside, or I'm on my elliptical doing it and I'm listening to them as they talk, and that's how I'm doing my weight loss. So, how did I do with tracking? I did very well with tracking. I have tracked 80% of my meals. There have been some times where I've not tracked everything, but I have gotten better to where I am tracking everything. I still have my alarm clock that's set. The only thing I want to change is put it at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Just because when I put it at 9 o'clock, I'm like, and then I'll ignore it. And then I'll be at like midnight going, oh shit, let me write down everything that I remember. Oh yeah, I had this, I had that, I had this, da da da. I also need to get back on meal prepping. I also need to get going into my fridge. There's some things that have been expired, but I've been scared of actually looking at it, because then if I look at it, I know if it's expired or not, and I need to fucking stop it. I don't know what has happened, but for the last few months, I have really regressed into procrastination. I got rid of procrastinating, but now it's like I've gone back to procrastinating, where I will not do something, I won't eat that food, and I'll be like, oh, I'll save it. And then by the time I get to the food, it's molded, and I'm like, what the hell? There was a frozen fruit that I really wanted, and I was like, well, I need to do it with the yogurt. By the time I got to the frozen fruit, I think it was a week. It was a week in my refrigerator because it had been unthawed. I opened it up, mold. So I said, oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. There's some foods I have that I've tasted it and they're just disgusting, and I've kept them because I'm like, I don't want to waste food. Fuck it. I need to throw it out. And lastly, they ended with a Lucille Ball quote, which is, when you love yourself first, everything else falls in order. And that's how I feel right now. I need to love myself, and then everything will fall in order. Anyway, I will let you guys go. I gotta get ready for work. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.